Hello traders, so Steve Ganz here. I'm trading from the Scottish Highlands. I'm on a motorcycle trip here and staying at this awesome looking castle overlooking the Atlantic Ocean, and really cool. We rode into here today late afternoon after a motorcycle ride, ferry ride, etc. And because of the time difference, it's pretty awesome. I can now come in and do a little. Okay, so my bots have been cranking along here. This Majestic Monarch, and these are all trading very, very small at this point, but this Majestic Monarch is one that is fully automatic. I don't do anything with this. This thing opens the positions, closes the positions, moves on to the next one, and here's the current position it has opened. Which is only up $10. These are the prior positions that it has opened and closed. And again, I can come in at any time and I can see the dashboard, which shows me all of the stats. So this particular one is just kind of going along doing its thing. I am not interacting with it at all. The other one that is fully automatic trading, and my internet connection is a little slow out here in the end of an island in Scotland, but this particular one has been fully auto trading as well. Now this one is trading 0 DTE, so this one is opening and closing positions during the day, and it is flat every night. So this is how it's been performing. A little bit I don't know if I want to call it erratic, but it went from having a peak profit of 1978, had a dip down to 804. So that's a fairly significant pullback in the equity curve. But overall, it's got a 62% win rate, nice profit factor, 24 losses, average P&L per trade of $28, average win 128, average losses slightly higher. But again, you're winning more than you're losing, so that works out in the end if those stats remain in place. So this one's chunking along just fine as well. And then the one that, this is one that I've been opening my own trades in. I call this my hand crank bot. I just opened 4 positions here. And these are those 4 positions I opened. I'm actually going to open up a 5th one here, and I'll share that as I do that. So the way I do this is I come in here to trade ideas, and I have a SPY position open, but that's the only ETF position I have open. So I'm going to look specifically at ETFs. And I come in, I like to look for the highest alpha ranking. That's a proprietary calculation, and this is how that's calculated. This is something that my former teammates at OA put together. And, this one actually looks pretty interesting, but it's 18 days out. I don't know that I want to go that far out. I'm trying to mainly stick with closer days to exit, or days to expiration, here. So maybe I'll put this at maybe 10-day max, 7-day max, and see what that gets me, and apply that. And XLB, so we still got a fairly decent one here in XLB. Ooh, I like this one. I like the risk-reward ratio on this one with IWM. I'd like to pop that open and take a look. So it's a $2 wide spread on both sides. So this is a condor with $2 wings. We're trading right now 185. That's where the market is. So we're kind of right smack in the middle, maybe a little more toward the call side on this, which is fine with me. And I really like the max loss, max profit situation here. I tend to put these on to where I'm risking $300, somewhere in that general range. So I'll do 5 contracts here. And yeah, I think this all looks good. So all I need to do, I put these into my hand crank bot, I set up my exit parameters. Oop, I don't need to do that. I've got presets for that. So I put in my exit parameters. I'm looking for a 35% profit. After I hit that 35% profit, then I trail a trailing stop at 6%. No real magic behind these numbers. The key is that this can get more and more profitable as time goes on, and unless a pullback occurs, this can keep climbing in value. So I'm going to hit place trade. Before I do that, let me just see what my bid ask. So I got a tight bid ask spread there, so I can just go with that. So we'll go place trade. And my watch just buzzed, so I am already filled, even though this hasn't caught up yet. There we go. So that is filled. And now, when I come in and look, you'll see that I will have 5 positions there. And let's go to the hand crank trading bot and look at my positions. And there's the IWM position that just opened. Now I'm going to pause here just to, well, actually I don't think I need to pause here. So I'm going to look at this QQQ position that just closed, really high P&L in that. And I'm curious how it got there. That's how it got there. So I had a trailing stop at 35%. So once I hit 35%, I wanted to close this thing out if it pulled back 5% from that 35%. In my new one, I changed it to 6. No big deal one way or the other. But look at this. So I was willing to accept 35% profit here. But this thing just cranked along, never had a pullback in the P&L until it got all the way up to 94.6%. At 94.6% profit, it had a little bit of a pullback, so it took me out at that point. So again, great risk reward on that particular trade. A nice closeout for 191% return on my risk, 88% overall return. So that's the benefit of using a trailing stop on these. And again, keep in mind, the days while I'm here, I'm out on a motorcycle, my wife and I with some friends. I am not looking at this at all. I did not even know this occurred until I opened up my laptop here today and took a look, because a couple days ago I had virtually no internet, and opened this up, took a look, and it's like, oh, dang, that's sort of nice. So again, this is kind of a hybrid thing where in this case, I'm manually selecting the trades I want to get into, and then entering those trades, and then I'm letting the bot manage them. Again, with those other 2 bots that I mentioned to you, the bot is doing everything. The bot is opening the trade, closing the trade. That's this one, this one actually as well, and then this one here. So those 3 are operating fully autonomously. This one, I'm putting my own input in. This is one I'm kind of experimenting with. I'm trying to figure out a way to kind of do a fake calendar, if you will, because right now on the platform I can't do a real calendar because you can't do a naked short option. And then let's see, this one, earnings trades. I tried to come in and play doing some earnings trades, and I tried a bunch of different earnings trades. They just didn't work out for me. I do like doing earnings trades, but I specifically do calendars on earnings trades for the most part. And that's why I was trying to play with this calendar. So right now, I'm not doing anything with this bot here, and I'm not doing anything with the other one down at the bottom there. They're just kind of setting idle at the time. So anyhow, hopefully, that gives people kind of a good update on bot trading, how the bot trading works, and how I'm specifically using it while I'm essentially on vacation. When I have time to put on some trades, I'll go and put on 4 or 5 like I just did, and then I might not look at this again for a few days, maybe the end of the week, and see how the bot did with all of these. So that's it for now, everyone. Take care.